Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though. Reparo. That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Confringo! I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Descendo! Levioso! I'm going to have to get past this. Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! It looks a bit broken. Perhaps I can try... Reparo! Levioso! Confringo! One more to go and I'll make it across. Reparo. Leviosa. Something is getting in the way of that platform. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Levioso! That did the trick. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate. Confringo! Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Revelio.
I must protest. This is no place for polite company. Not with the horrors you keep in here. You! Take me out of here immediately!
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Revelio. Lumos. I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out. Revelio.
You there? Are you deaf? There's a terrible draft in here going straight up my pantaloons. bobbing about is going to damage my frame!
The limits of society, are we? One would think clothes hadn't been invented.
Hello, Hamora.
I must protest! This is no place for polite company! Not with the horrors you keep in here!
Lumos. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible, thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know. Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity. Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
Lumos. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. I should come back to this another time. Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them? Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant. Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I've brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower. This stairwell looks promising.
Imelda Ray.
This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? Ah, the bells must be upstairs. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps?
Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
Levioso! Revelio. Levioso. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
I tried telling Hector that someone passed their nest on my side.
I've been sending out my mother.
Fills our stout hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance. Oh, my Zen.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
When I'm in Hogsmeade, I always pay.
Find anything yet?
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, third years aren't taught.
And you're a third year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Hello, Arthur. What was it we were going to do?
We were each going to follow a Hogwarts treasure map. I'd suggest you start looking near the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Madam Scrivener doesn't tolerate any nonsense, so I find the library's the best place for concentration, as long as she doesn't hear you read.
There's simply too much information, if you ask me. Surely it's not all necessary. Next thing you know, they'll be teaching us about muggles. Yes, but what good is
Knowledge, when you really think about it. Frankly, I'd rather...
Descendo.
Accio!
Depulso.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Well, here it is. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Accio! That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Accio. Capulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Capulso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Accio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Accio. 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 Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Glacius. Levioso! Descendo! Accio! Descendo! Accio! Descendo! Oh. Accio! 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 Descendo. Accio. Descendo. Accio. Accio. I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. Accio. Descendo. Accio. Descendo. Accio. 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 Accio! Accio! That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herod. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Pete was in a mood the other day. Now I have detention for a week.
I like your pajamas.
Have you ever been to the kitchen? I hear it's run by house elves.
What have you learned?
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
What are you up to now?
The wizards will have no choice but to submit.
Bingo!
No need to race now, my friend.
Bingo!
What gave you the right to free that dragon from Horntail Hall?
Accio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Are you even trying?
What a pathetic decision.
Accio!
Protego!
Descendo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Accio!
Hogwarts don't go down easy.
Levioso!
I refuse to be... Incendio! You will pay for that.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here. Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Could the Phoenix be in there? Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Oh.
No. Keep looking. You've seen how much a single feather fetches. Just imagine the whole blooming bird.
Oh, shit. Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Confringo! Protego! Not my best.
Too slow! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Oh, nothing more than luck.
Bombarda!
Useless.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Bombarda!
You dare slip?
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Protego! Eight legs is simply too many.
supposed... Can fly, can't they?
We're keeping people out. Pay attention.
Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Get big! Protego! Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
Hey, that's
Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You don't want to try that again. Predictable. I'm embarrassed for you.
Expelliarmus!
Just go. Child's play. Is that the best you can...
The Phoenix! It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Aloha Mora. There it is again. Bombarda! Confringo! Lumos. Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Cursed fiends. Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Protego!
I hope you have your affairs.
What have you done?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
How?
Confringo!
You dare say one of my
Bombarda!
own!
Expelliarmus!
Give that back!
Confringo!
No!
Expelliarmus!
What the?
Protego!
Stop fetching around like a billywig!
Confringo! Bombarda!
Levioso! Out of view!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Levioso!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! That was for High Wing. The beasts are safer now. Confringo! Bombarda!
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demiguise statues, and the moons contained therein, were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those Demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit. Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I like your pajamas.
I tried to hide a puff.
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable! Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens! What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him. It warms Deke's heart to see a student so comfortable.
This will be more useful when I have something.
What are you, a troll? All your heavy stamping about is going to damage my frame!
Why would anyone care enough to remove my demiguise statues?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
It isn't natural. It bloody well isn't normal.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Pinch Smedleys will always look upon...
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and... Accio!
Accio!
What a remarkable shot! That's the way to do it.
Accio!
Impressive. Seems I got the better of you. Seems you couldn't get the upper hand that time. How about another round?
Let's have it.
Then take your mark. That's the way to do it.
Accio!
What a remarkable shot! Accio. That's the way to do it. Impressive. Accio.
Accio!
That wasn't what I wanted to see. Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance. I do wish you would take your turn.
good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets?
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Oh, Milo, what am I to do?
Is there something I can help you with, Mr...
Adley. Edgar Adley. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
I wouldn't wear them.
Acromantula Cave B. The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Incendio, Bombarda, Expelliarmus, Confringo, Protego. Incendio, Expelliarmus, Confringo. Bombarda, Expelliarmus, Protego. Bombarda. Expelliarmus, Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus, Confringo. Incendio, Bombarda, Expelliarmus, Confringo. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. So this is the infamous absconder. Bombarda, Expelliarmus, Confringo, Incendio. Revelio. Descendo, Expelliarmus, Bombarda, Confringo. Descendo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Glacius! Descendo! Bombarda! Confringo! Protego! Descendo! Bombarda! Glacius! Confringo! Descendo! Protego! Bombarda! Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Descendo! Bombarda! I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Revelio.
None the worse for wear. I take it you decided against entering. Cave then.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to remember him by.
I am too. As far-fetched as his schemes were, Milo was a good friend, and I shall miss him. Please, accept this reward for your trouble.
What do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Descendo! Glacius! Bombarda! Revelio!
for teaching students jink.
Unforgivable curses.
Alohomora.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
My husband. What will I do?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home.
Where could Archie have gone? If anything happens to him...
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Revelio.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly. for a fight.
Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Bombarda! Protego! Confringo! Descendo! Glacius! Bombarda!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio! Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in
Revelio.
here, I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way.
Revelio.
Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still
Revelio.
do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Revelio. Bombarda. Descendo. Glacius. Confringo. Expulso. Protego.
That was a mistake.
Incendio.
Protego.
Bombarda. Descendo. Glacius. Confringo.
Petrificus totalis!
Protego. Descendo. Bombarda. Glacius. Confringo.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Of course he did. Why else would he have run?
He's just a child. We should release him.
Bombarda. Glacius. Descendo. Confringo. Glacius. Fight! Bombarda. Descendo. Glacius. Protego. Confringo.
Stop fearing me. Come on, too afraid to fight back?
Glacius, Bombarda, Descendo, Confringo.
You made a great mistake.
Descendo!
Huh?
Protego!
What?
Glacius, Bombarda, Descendo, Confringo. Glacius, Confringo.
That's the best you can do.
Confringo, Descendo. Bombarda, Glacius. Terrific Descendo. Confringo.
You will pay for your
Revelio.
Please, I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open.
Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
We don't want to worry you. I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
There we go. That's it. Whoa. Ah. Ah. Huh.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to, I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Descendo! Bombarda! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Descendo! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Depulso!
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignment?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our Restore Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop Quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up. The school is indebted to you. Who knows what would have happened with the Loyalists if you hadn't been there?
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. Aloha Mora.